Here we go.
Fuck around and find out.
Ladies and gentlemen.
As you can see, the more you f*** around, the more you're going to find out.
You're fired.
Yeah, pretty much. Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Fernando Rivera Jr. here. Your friendly neighborhood conservative ex-convict with the common sense and random shit show, because it is what it is. I used to do that a lot back in the day when I had hair, when I had a little bit of hair. And, Dwayne Johnson was in the wrestling, and they used to be like, do that again. That's the Rock thing, man. That's pretty cool. Anyway. Yeah, F-A-F-O, F around and find out. That's what's been happening. Good. Damn them all. I'm just saying, I don't care. Obviously the acronyms, the liberal media and whatever, Democrats, lip turds, whatever, people who have a voice, of course they're like, oh, political attacks, free speech, blah, 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 blah. Hey, you know what? I'm sure a lot of Americans may agree with me. When they were in power, that line, they didn't just cross it. They erased it by going after Trump numerous times. His family, conservatives, religious people, our freedoms, censorship. And we're crossing the line into political attacks? No. And to be honest, as I was saying, I'm sure most Americans, patriotic Americans, honestly don't give a shit. I don't. They erased the line. We may be crossing it here and there, but that's what we want. They screwed us over too many times for us to sit back and not do something about it. The thing about it is, what we're doing is legit, according to the law and to what the American people decided in November. Just saying, it is what it is. Fascist! Who's a fascist? Am I a fascist? No. But of course, they'd have you believe this. Fascism, threat to democracy, blah, blah, blah. Trump is a fascist. Pretty much marching orders for people like this piece of shit that took out a true patriot. What is fascism? Well, you ask a liberal, Trump. What's fascism? Trump's fascism. They don't know what the hell it is. Dinesh D'Souza, PragerU, saw this video and I was like, you know what? Because I'll be honest, This is the Common Sense and Random Shit Show. A lot of the stuff is going to be common sense. I'm going to be sharing other conservative channels, videos that I feel are necessary to show that if you haven't seen, you're welcome. Breaking news? Maybe. If you haven't seen it, it's new to you or breaking. But breaking news, I don't share. Unless I said, if you didn't see it, then yeah. Anyway, Dinesh D'Souza, this is about 7 years old. But it's a very informative video that I had to share. So, yeah, you're going to learn some stuff here and there. You're going to see some funny shit. You're going to see some sad stuff. You're going to see movies, martial arts, whatever. Random shit. Just saying. But this video here, very educational. And I think... Oh, there it is. I'm looking for it. Like, where is it? Where is it? I found it. Check it out. I think it's very informative, very smart. Dinesh D'Souza. Oh, Dinesh D'Souza had a video a couple years ago. Oh God, I forgot the title of it. Very interesting video. Police state. I forgot what it was. Very interesting. I haven't watched it yet. Couldn't afford it at the time, but I think I'll watch it. But check this out. Fascism. What is it? Not what the liberal media, the acronyms, are telling you. Where are they hiding?
He's a fascist. For decades, this has been a favorite smear of the left aimed at those on the right. Every Republican president, for that matter, virtually every Republican, since the 1970s has been called a fascist, now more than ever. This label is based on the idea that fascism is a phenomenon of the political right. The left says it is, and some self-styled white supremacists and neo-Nazis embrace the label. But are they correct? To answer this question, we have to ask what fascism really means. What is its underlying ideology? Where does it even come from? These are not easy questions to answer. We know the name of the philosopher of capitalism, Adam Smith. We know the name of the philosopher of Marxism, Karl Marx. But who's the philosopher of fascism? Yes, exactly. You don't know. Don't feel bad. Almost no one knows. This is not because he doesn't exist, but because historians, most of whom are on the political left, had to erase him from history in order to avoid confronting fascism's actual beliefs. So let me introduce him to you. His name is Giovanni Gentile. Born in 1875, he was one of the world's most influential philosophers in the first half of the 20th century. Gentile believed that there were two diametrically opposed types of democracy. One is liberal democracy, such as that of the United States, which Gentile dismisses as individualistic, too centered on liberty and personal rights, and therefore selfish. The other, the one Gentile recommends, is true democracy, in which individuals willingly subordinate themselves to the state. Like his philosophical mentor Karl Marx, Gentile wanted to create a community that resembles the family, a community where we are all in this together. It's easy to see the attraction of this idea. Indeed, it remains a common rhetorical theme of the left. For example, at the 1984 convention of the Democratic Party, the governor of New York, Mario Cuomo, likened America to an extended family, where, through the government, people all take care of each other. Nothing's changed. 30 years later, a slogan of the 2012 Democratic Party convention was, "The government is the only thing we all belong to." They might as well have been quoting Gentile. Now remember, Gentile was a man of the left. He was a committed socialist. For Gentile, fascism is a form of socialism, indeed, its most workable form. While the socialism of Marx mobilizes people on the basis of class, fascism mobilizes people by appealing to their national identity as well as their class. Fascists are socialists with a national identity. German fascists in the 1930s were called Nazis, basically a contraction of the term National Socialist. For Gentile, all private action should be oriented to serve society. There's no distinction between the private interest and the public interest. Correctly understood, the two are identical. And who is the administrative arm of society? It's none other than the state. Consequently, to submit to society is to submit to the state, not just in economic matters, but in all matters. Since everything is political, the state gets to tell everyone how to think and what to do. It was another Italian, Benito Mussolini, the fascist dictator of Italy from 1922 to 1943, who turned Gentile's words into action. In his Dottrina del Fascismo, one of the doctrinal statements of early fascism, Mussolini wrote, "All is in the state, and nothing human exists or has value outside the state." He was merely paraphrasing Gentile. The Italian philosopher is now lost in obscurity, but his philosophy could not be more relevant because it closely parallels that of the modern left. Gentile's work speaks directly to progressives who champion the centralized state. Here in America, the left has vastly expanded state control over the private sector, from healthcare to banking, from education to energy. This state-directed capitalism is precisely what German and Italian fascists implemented in the 1930s. Leftists can't acknowledge their man Gentile because that would undermine their attempt to bind conservatism to fascism. Conservatism wants small government so that individual liberty can flourish. The left, like Gentile, wants the opposite, to place the resources of the individual and industry in the service of a centralized state. To acknowledge Gentile is to acknowledge that fascism bears a deep kinship to the ideology of today's left. So they will keep Gentile where they've got him, dead, buried, and forgotten. But we should remember, or the ghost of fascism will continue to haunt us. I'm Dinesh D'Souza for Prager University. Thank you for watching this video. To help keep these videos free, please make a tax-deductible donation. Click here.
Genius? I am not. But I have common sense. I'll be honest with you. You know, when people say fascist, oh, fascist, I had an idea what it was. Obviously, I didn't know the history. That's very interesting. So for those of you conservatives, you know, the right, not the wrong, that knew this, I didn't know it. But that's good history to know. Because next time somebody, you know, fascist, Trump's a fascist. You right are fascist. I don't know. Tie someone down and make them watch that video. I'm just saying. Anyway, I don't condone that kind of stuff. Just saying. Yeah. Anyway, a word from our sponsor. Satire. Just forewarning. Just saying.
Like many half-black people suffering from the oppression of a white two-parent household, I know a few $1 million isn't enough.
Like many half-black people needing a career boost, I questioned how much merit or talent could really help.
Like many half-black people suffering from the oppression of being married to a white person, and that's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like many half-black people in media, I know my role is to support division.
Like many half-black people, and a person not even born here, I wonder, when was this country ever great?
Like many half-black people needing a career boost, I think, how can being oppressed help me?
That's why I always pull up with my race card.
The race card allows me to charge anything I want to racism. The race card allows me to keep division in the country, giving me this opportunity.
So wait, where is it? I know it's here somewhere. My race card always provides me with something to say when I have no facts on my side.
I can literally claim they said, this is MAGA country in Chicago. Chicago!
You don't need to be full black. One drop works. And you can excuse almost anything.
My race card allows me to boast about my oppression as a half-Danish actress in a legendary franchise. Just one drop makes you a member, and you can benefit from the struggles of black people in this country. And let's be clear, this is a country.
I am South African, and I still qualify to be a member. My race card helps my career.
I'm a member even though my ancestors straight up owned slaves.
I'm not only a member, I'm the race card president. Nah, we don't use the race car. We don't need it. Don't want it. We got a damn good show for y'all.
I know I'm an asshole for showing that. I'll probably get blocked or something and censored. Tishy Smollett, you know, if you didn't know who that was. Senny Hostin, who I believe has some Puerto Rican in her. Ashamed we are of her. Just saying. I'm an idiot. Come on, that was funny. The Hot Squins, they're actually pretty good. I like watching the Hot Squins. They actually have like 10 channels, maybe 20. They keep getting demonetized for speaking the truth. It's just YouTube. Just saying. Anyway, F around and find out. And these stupid people, yeah, another stupid week. Check them out.
I just got fired. Can't have you. You said I have to leave the premises like immediately? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, guess I'll see you guys later. I'm fired. You guys take care. Good luck, okay? Kind of relief. You guys have a good one. Oh man, I feel good. I just got fired. And honestly, when they told me, I was like a little like, eh. But then after, I was like, F this. They're back there having their little chat together. The guy that let me go was trying to block me from saying goodbye to my coworkers right now. Like, he was like guarding them or something. And then that's when I was like, okay, bye. Goodbye, guys. I'll see you later. They let me go. They fired me. He looked all disappointed. But honestly, dude, I feel relieved. I feel very relieved. I mean, I'm going to be if I'm not going to get unemployment, but dude, as they were like having me sign my forms and like terminating me. Wait, let me say goodbye to my friend Michael. Hi, Michael. I'm done. Yeah, so it is what it is. But I think the relief that I'm feeling is a good sign because I did not want to do my shift today anyways. Like, I had a bunch of number 1 lessons, and that's dealing with first-timers, so I'm feeling good. I'm also shaking a little bit because I'm in shock, but whatever, dude, it is what it is. And I'm gonna do me. Yeah, they were trying to be all nice about it and stuff, and professional, and they were like, you can keep the sweater and all the shirt and whatever, it's all yours. I'm just like, what the f I need for? But whatever, I'm free, dude. I'm free. And I think I'm just gonna start trying to do more of the things that I want to do and not worry about any other one else. That's one of my coworkers driving in the car, my ex-coworkers. He was pretty cool too. He would always like be like upfront and like just tell me how draining the job was, and me and him were just both like over the job. He's been working here longer than I have, so I'm just glad. I'm glad they let me go. It wasn't, I didn't quit on myself, or you know, I made a mistake, but I'm done. It's all cool. Wish me luck, y'all. I'll be posting more content. I don't know what, but I'm free.
What the f are you supposed to do when you get fired? You just take it? You just take it like a man? I'm unemployed. What am I supposed to do now? Do I go home and goon? Like, guys, what do I do? Like, actually, like, what do you do when you get fired? What's the next step? Do you look for, obviously you look for a job, but like, I got.
All right, just so you know, these aren't related to the Charlie Kirk thing, I think. But these two videos are related to each other. Do you notice something about their noses? Yeah, I wonder why they got fired. I'm just saying, this is a random shit show. Still, more to come. Check it out.
I got no income now. I spent my last $300 on a parking ticket. That was on me. I did let it sit a little bit. It was like a $30 parking ticket. It went up to $300. I really don't want to talk about it, but what am I supposed to do, guys? Oh my god. This you know when they say like once you get to a point in adulthood where it's not enjoyable. I don't know who said adulthood was enjoyable. I'm just kind of, but like, what am my gas? I haven't got enough for gas, guys. Oh my god, what am I? Is this what I can't do this? I'm supposed to do this for the rest of my life? Like I can't. What am I supposed to do, guys? Please, someone put financial tips. Oh my god.
I just got fired without warning. I found out because I couldn't log on to Slack or Outlook. So that was really fun. I don't know who needs to hear this, but your boss is not your friend ever, and you're not safe at your job. So you should cultivate backup options at all times because capitalism sucks and you're not safe, unfortunately. And I'm gonna be fine, but a lot of people in my position wouldn't be fine. So I just want this to be a warning to whoever's out there and is getting cozy at their job. Don't.
Hi, my name is Nancy.
Now the next two are definitely the subject. And let's hear these losers, piece of shits out.
My name is Nancy D, and I was fired on Friday for saying that I was having a hard time finding empathy for Charlie Kirk. Apparently I was doxxed by a convicted and pardoned January 6th on Twitter, and so my name and my company's name was put out there, and then my company was flooded with calls for my termination, and this is day one of unemployment. But I've now started getting calls to my personal cell phone, and I'm worried that like not just my name and my employer's information is out there. I'm worried that like my phone number and my home address are. I can't find where to go look for that. Can someone help me, please? I don't know what I'm doing here.
Homie dead. Yo, homie dead. Yo, homie dead. He got shot in the head. Yo, homie dead. Yeah, your homie dead.
Evil is real, people, and it kind of looks like that. Evil. Evil. Murder is bad. She is evil. Have not said. Why are you being so hateful?
Why are you so hateful? Why are you so hateful? Yeah.
Hey, can somebody tell her to back up?
Can you
please?
not put the camera in my face?
I'm sitting here. You walked up to me.
Okay, well,
I don't want this. I said rest in peace.
And I can
just leave it alone. Please don't come after
Ma'am,
me.
you've been
I want to be left alone.
I'm not emotional, ma'am. Don't tell me what I am and what I'm not. You can get out of my face because I could tell you what you are, but you won't like it.
You're being aggressive. You're being aggressive.
I'm not being aggressive. My voice is
You are
very
being
calm. You're calling me
aggressive.
aggressive because I'm a black woman.
Not at all.
No, we're not. I'm very.
You know what I call that? Yeah, you go. I'm glad, so happy that happened. As I said, they erased the line. Fuck the line. We gotta do what we gotta do. We have to destroy evil. And I'm not saying in a violent way. I don't condone violence. Well, somewhere in the back of my head, maybe. But anyway, I'm just saying. Peace. Two genders. Yeah. She effed around and found out. I'm just saying it is what it is. Yeah, there I go again with those crazy voices. The voices inside my head. Anyway. Not really. They're all. Yeah. And F around and find out. Holy shit. Have you seen what's going on with Cash Patel? Wow. I'm just saying, it ain't just Cash though. But check out these first two. One is John Talks 2 again. Another one, New York Post, of Cash destroying these piece of shit Democrats on the left, the evil left. Shut them down. Because I always say, as conservatives, We have common sense. We're intellectual. We are smarter, and we base everything on facts. Facts don't have opinions. F you, F-A-F-O. Just saying, don't mess with Kash Patel. I'm just glad that he's the director of FBI and he's just saying it how it is, especially to these two dirtbags. Gotta love it. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Just saying.
I don't think you're fit to hand the Bureau, but here's the thing, Mr. Patel. I think you're not going to be around long. I think this might be your last oversight hearing. Because as much as you supplicate yourself to the will of Donald Trump and not the Constitution of the United States of America, Donald Trump has shown us in his first term and in this term, he is not loyal to people like you.
That rant of false information does not bring this country together. If you want to work on bringing this country, it's my time, not yours.
My God.
If you want to talk about
dividing this country,
it is
I
my
follow
time.
you on your social media posts that
It is
tear
my
this country
time
apart.
to address
There should be a
your
unifying-
falsehoods.
Oh,
You are an
you can try
embarrassment
all
to the
you
division
want
in this country.
to not take
Senator, it is my
responsibility
time.
for what
You
you
had
have
your
said.
time.
Sir, you're
Your
making
time
a
is
mockery of this
over.
committee. Sir, you don't tell me my time is over.
You
The
know how
people
far
of New
we've
Jersey
come
tell me
since
what my
you
time is.
Senator,
You can't lecture me.
You can tell me
Sir,
my time's over?
You may be the charge of the
I'm not
FBI,
going anywhere.
but I am not afraid of you,
Mr. Chairman.
Not afraid of you.
Hey, I've seen this one. This is a classic.
Chairman.
Not afraid of you.
Gotcha, bitch.
Sir, you don't tell me my time is over.
Let's be real. I enjoyed that so much. You have no idea. My hairs are like standing even though I don't have any hair on my head. Two genders. I'm just saying, for real. That was good. Adam Shifty Schiff. Oh, he was. Kash Patel wasn't done yet. I'm just saying.
There are victims like Virginia Guifer who have testified otherwise, who have said otherwise, and you're telling the American people today that the Epstein list is a single name and it's Jeffrey Epstein. That's what we're to believe?
That's not what I'm saying. That's what you're saying. And you can say whatever you want.
Let me ask you this. When Todd Blanche went to interview Ghislaine Maxwell, she said, but did I think these guys were coming for that? I really don't. If you met Epstein, there's no way that this cast of characters, of which it's extraordinary, and some are in your cabinet, who you value as your co-workers and you know would be with him if he was a creep or because they wanted sexual favors. A man wants sexual favors, he will find out. They didn't have to come to Epstein for that. And the next question Todd Blanche, the president's former criminal defense lawyer, asked is not who in the cabinet, who are you referring to? His question is, so when's the last time you think you were with Mr. Epstein when he got a massage? So let me ask you, who are those cabinet members that Ghislaine Maxwell was referring to that, that were part of this cast of characters associated with Mr. Epstein? Who are they?
The Deputy Attorney General took the aggressive step that no one else did and interviewed Miss Maxwell for 2 days, and we released the entirety of that
transcript. Who are the cabinet
members? I do not have that transcript in front of me. You're picking it piecemeal. The American public can read the entirety of that.
One last question, because you clearly won't tell us the cabinet members associated with Mr. Epstein. Let me ask you one last question. And that is, right after she gives this testimony, in front of an FBI agent, among others, she's transferred to a minimum security prison not suitable for a sex offender like herself. Who made that decision and why?
The Bureau of Prisons.
The Bureau of Decisions made it in
prisons.
The Bureau of Prisons decided on their own, without any consultation with Blanche or anyone else, that they were going to suddenly, after this interview, completely unrelated to this interview, completely unrelated to anything she said, move her to a prison not suitable for a sex offender. You want the American people to believe that? Do you think they're stupid?
No. I think the American people believe the truth, that I'm not in the weeds on the everyday movements of
you're not
inmates.
in the weeds.
What I am
The
doing is
most-
protecting
the
this country,
most- the
providing
most
historic
significant
reform,
witness-
and
the most
combating the
significant witness,
weaponization of
the
intelligence
Epstein
by the likes
files
of you.
cover-up
And we have
gets
countlessly proven you to
from
be a
your
liar in
administration,
Russiagate, in
and you
January
call that
6th.
being
You are
in
the
the
biggest
weeds?
fraud to ever sit in the
This
United States
stinks to
Senate.
high
You are a
heaven.
disgrace to this
This stinks to high
institution
heaven.
and an utter
And
coward.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised
not
that you continue to
surprised
lie
that the-
from
the-
your
that the-
perch and put on a show so you can go
of you-
raise money
Well,
for your
and for good
charade.
reason.
You are a political buffoon at best.
Well, you can take an internet troll.
Take
and
it
make-
to the
you can
bank
take an
that the
internet-
FBI is
you
protecting
can
this
make an
country
internet troll,
and the state and
the FBI
citizens of the
director
California.
will
We are
always
bringing
be nothing more
historic
than an
reform.
internet
Point of
troll.
order. But all you care about is a child sex predator that was prosecuted by a prior administration, and the Obama Justice Department and the Biden Justice Department did squat. And what did President Trump do? Bring new charges courageously. And what have we done?
Chairman,
You said
take
I'm the
control
most
of this
transparent
situation.
FBI director in history.
control of this
33,000 pages of information to you. I challenge you to say anything credibly to the truth. Go ahead and run to the cameras where you want to go now.
Yo. Morning, Michelle. I'm replying. Did I do it right? All right, I'm new to this chat thing because nobody writes me. So one of my Kempo sisters out of New Hampshire, I believe, Erin. Oh shit, sorry. She wrote, "What a soap opera." Yeah, it really is. And the shit about it is that you gotta love that shit. They deserve everything they get. I don't know how that guy's a senator. He went from being a congressman, piece of shit, traitor, backstabber, liar, everything you can think of, to a senator. What is wrong with California? California, whatever you want to call it. Just saying. I mean, how? I just speechless. Poop on his face, though. Yeah, I love that shit. Yeah. Anyway, Gutfeld. Who doesn't like Gutfeld? I'm sure every liberal on the planet. That's insane. Especially after shutting down Jessica Turn Her Off. Her name's Turn Off, but that's my nickname for her. Jessica Turn Her Off. Because please, someone shut her the hell up. I don't know. I get it. You know, that's the thing about conservative, you know, non-acronym liberal piece of shit media, is that we put on the other side. You know, you got Harold Ford Jr., who's actually a very smart Democrat. He's not a Democrat. He's actually a very intelligent and common sense Democrat. But Jessica Turn Her Off? Check this out.
It wasn't school indoctrination. Kerry Lake went off on that. He was in an online apprenticeship program at Dixie Technical College, which I don't think was changed.
I would just know
I
the
understand,
family
but
said
they
he
didn't say
changed.
when he changed. I'm just saying we need
said
more
he articulated
information
his
before
hate for
you
Charlie
smear.
Kirk at a dinner.
Before you
We
smear.
don't need more information.
Really?
Yes, we
Okay.
don't need it. What is interesting here is why is only this happening on the left and not the right? That's all we need
Yes,
to know.
what about Vance
There's
Pilcher?
absolutely no cognitive.
What about Melissa
no-
Hortman that we just
okay, you want
talked
to talk about Melissa Hortman? Did you know her name before it happened? None of us did. None of us were spending every single day talking about Mrs. Hortman. I never heard of her until after she
So
died.
doesn't matter?
Don't play that bullshit with me. You know what I'm saying is there was no.
I have to say, because it's not mentioned here, that Hortman woman, politician that was killed in Minnesota, was killed by an employee of Tim Walz, a liberal Democrat. I'm not sure if he mentions it here, but it wasn't mentioned. Maybe in the heat of the moment, he forgot to mention that. Nobody heard of her until she was killed. Then they try to say some bullshit about the shooter, try to steer away from where his background is. Let's be real. Nobody heard of her. The world heard of Charlie Kirk.
No demonization and amplification about that woman before she died. It was a specific crime against her by somebody who knew her. The same. Now you could bring up Josh Shapiro, but then you will not bring up, for example, that was a pro-Palestine person. So don't use your, what about this? The fact of the matter is the both sides argument not only doesn't fly, we don't care. We don't care about your both sides argument. That shit is dead. For one thing, there is no cognitive dissonance on our side. On your side, your beliefs do not match reality. So you're coming up with these rationalizations like, what about this? Or what about that? We're not doing that because we saw it happen. We saw a young, bright man assassinated, and we know who did it. We are not coming up with rationalizations. We are calm, we are honest, and we are resolute. We're not defensive, and I understand the defensiveness. I understand why people are saying, what about this and what about this? Because if you have to face the underlying fact of this, your life is going to fall apart because you're going to realize you're not the good guys. If you sat around and you defended the mutilation of children, you're not the good guys. If you sat 600, 700 cases of harassment against Republicans and you said, but what about this? What about this? And then you see this murder after calling somebody a fascist, you realize maybe I'm not the good guy. That is a hell of a realization to deal with. So therefore, you have to grasp at rationalizations. You don't have to do that, Jessica. They do. I don't believe you're part of that group, but why the hell do you have to mimic and echo that crap to us? He was a patsy. That guy was a patsy. He was under the hypnotic spell of a direct-to-consumer nihilism, the trans cult, and you know that. If you can decide that biology is false, you can agree that murder is okay and that humanity is expendable. How you cannot see that alone and see that for what the evil it is without having to attach all of these other things is beyond me.
I just want to be clear, and I want to let people speak. I in no way intended at all to minimize what happened to Charlie. I was horrified by it. I have not been on the five
but
since
the two
then.
sides argument, it's like pig Latin to a duck.
No. All that I was saying is could we have all of the information before you just say they did this? Because that is a broad brush to paint with this. And this kid
Let's
does
have a conversation.
No.
Charlie had a conversation. He got shot.
Look,
I'm sorry, Jessica. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You weren't here for a week. You came in here and it's cold. And I'm sorry, but this is a story that is immune to news cycles. It's immune to rationalizations. It's immune to bias. This thing is with us for good. And we all have to deal with that. So that means we can't live by the same arguments that you might be reading about relativism among the media. We can't deal with those stories. It doesn't matter. The media is dead to us on this story. They built this thing up. We're dealing with it. We're going to act. We don't care what the whataboutism is anymore. That shit's dead. Sorry. For the swearing as well. I apologize to the American public. I'm going to shut up for the rest of the show.
Yo. Facts. You know, I had 3 viewers. 2 of them left. I think they already saw this. It was like, I don't care. But I had to show it again because I don't get tired of I've watched this 5 times. Trying to listen and pick apart everything that he was saying. You know, there was some stuff that in the heat of the moment he didn't mention, but it's fine because he would have tore into her more. She would have probably would have walked out crying. Turn her off. And he just did. Just saying, it is what it is. She effed around and found out. They all are. They're all going to find out. Political, blah, blah, blah. They're going after the free speech. No, we're not. F these people. Fire them all. Get rid of them. Shun them. Just done. Vote them out. Get them out of your neighborhood. Not condoning violence. I'm just saying. Expose them for the evil that they are. I get so pissed off every time it's like that video of the black girl at the college. I'm so happy that happened to her. She got expelled. It drives me insane watching these videos of these people celebrating murder from the left. Drives me nuts. But guess what? FAFO, and they are finding out. Just saying, it is what it is. That was a fast one, huh? All right, Savati. Before I go, I got to share this video. I like to share her stuff sometimes. It's kind of funny. Sometimes it's pretty much a fact. But Charlemagne the Sod, I call him Charlemagne the Sod because any human being that calls himself or puts the word God in his name is a piece of shit. And he just had to be a liberal. Let's poop in his face. Because this was pretty good. This is what I call ultimate poop twice in his face. Charlemagne the Sod. Check him out.
If let's say everything in the judgment doesn't go, nothing's still on my name. There's still nothing to collect. Okay, let me ask you this: do you know how many times Donald Trump filed?
Oh, a lot.
Yeah. So then why?
But he's known as a terrible businessman. But no, he's not.
He's the president.
Yeah, but sure, but he still was known as a terrible businessman. Actually, a con man.
Do you know how confidently dumb you sound?
Bruh.
You're saying it's bad that he went bankrupt 6 times. He's a billionaire and he's the president,
But
and
he's
you still
known as
knocking.
a terrible businessman and con artist.
Are you known as a good businessman?
I don't know.
Okay, well, you make a lot of money?
No.
So you've been doing this every day your whole life and you're not making no money?
Nope.
Holy moly.
You still
known as a
knocking.
terrible businessman and con artist.
Just stop talking. Just stop.
You just now said, let's just go back to how ridiculous you are. The president filed for bankruptcy 8 times, still a billionaire. He's saying he's a bad businessman. You're just not that smart.
It's true. It's true.
Okay.
And you have to acknowledge that. And you know why? You're not seeing the world. You know what happens when you have to go someplace? You're laughing. You know what happens when you have to go someplace every day at 4 a.m? You can't go nowhere. You got to be here every day. You've been 15 years. You've missed the whole world. You don't know what you're talking about. And you're saying it confidently. And you're in an algorithm where people actually believe you out of response. And why you think they keep you here? They want y'all to make us dumb.
I'm glad you did.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
He's the president.
Yeah, but sure, but he still was known as a terrible businessman. Actually, a con man.
Do you know how confidently dumb you sound?
There you go, ladies and gentlemen, 2 genders. Charlemagne the Sod. That is my name for him. I'm going to call him that. That's the kind of individual that I wish when I was in my fighting days. Do I have to go any further? Yeah, I would love to. Anyway, I don't condone violence. Sometimes. Yeah, anyway, poop on his face. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's just keep enjoying these piece of shit people, evil, conniving, fascist, Democrats, liberals, libturds, crazy people get their due. Keep effing around and finding out because we're just enjoying this shit. The hell with it. Just saying, the line is gone now for us. Love you guys. Please subscribe. Streaming on Tres, YouTube, YouTube, PC Book, and Rumble. So if you don't have Rumble, download it. Great app to have. Owned and run by conservatives. No censorship. No bullshit. I'm sure I got to go to Facebook now and somehow unmute some part of the video. I'm sure it's YouTube later when I finally got some guy somehow trying to ban my video or take it off the algorithm. Whatever. Love you guys. I say again, stay true to the red, white, and blue. And I say again, we are all Charlie Kirk. Laters! Yeah, I don't know why I do that. Habit.